What's going on, YouTube? We back with another video. My man PH, Parteehard, he going through it. He's going through it a little bit, just a little bit. I figured I'd come on here, make a video, give him some advice since I used to work at the company he's currently at. Now, Parteehard want to switch companies for next year, where the next company will pay him 65 cents a mile as a 1099 company driver. However many miles he do, he gets 65 cents, but whatever the case may be, the next carrier won't take him because he said he got a bunch of PSP points that, of course, the previous video I just did, I told y'all how my problem with PSP points, how that affected me. I lost a whole lease truck because of that. But, however, let me have that Parteehard for just a second. See, PH, you don't have to leave the company you're at. You just need to switch the way you get paid over at the company you work. Now, you know I used to work there, and I don't know if I told you this. I know I told everybody else. I think I made a video on this. When I was there, every check that they paid me as a company driver was higher than all the checks you made as a lease driver the entire time I was there. And they wasn't much more money. I think for every check, because you were showing your checks on time, you know, on YouTube, every check you showed, they was paying me like $300 to $500 more. And I was a 32% company driver pulling reefer. Now, it could have been because I was doing reefer, the rates was a little bit higher, you was doing drive-in, but whatever the case may be, there was no going in the hole. I didn't have to worry about tolls. I had to worry about breakdowns because even the new trucks were breaking down. I mean, I couldn't get over the breakdowns. But I'm gonna show you my last settlement, and I'm going to show you, for example, you said your last check, you grossed $5,500, I think you took home like $600. I'm gonna show you my check where I grossed $6,200. See, I grossed a little bit more, but when it comes to the net amount, I'm gonna show you what you would have took home at 32%. So I put up my check on the screen right now. $6,200 is what the truck grossed. They pay me 32%. The 32%, I believe, is $19.84, something like that. You'll see it in the bottom right section, whatever the truck gross, or maybe top right section, somewhere in there. Y'all see it on the screen. Now, when we go down to deductions, you see I was paying occupational accident insurance, I think an administrative fee, which was $75, occupational was $40, and then I had $250 for escrow. But because you've been there for so long, you don't have to pay escrow no more. They already got their escrow from you. So only thing you'll be paying is occupational accident insurance and $75 for the administrative fee. So if you look at my gross, $19.84, whatever the number is, you subtract $40 and then subtract the $75. Brother, I think that's like $1,800 something in your pocket on $6,200 gross. So my question is, your last check said, I believe, I don't remember now, I think you said you grossed $5,500. So let me pull out a calculator. If I did $5,500, or if you did $5,500 gross, they pays you 32%. That's $1,760. You subtract that $75 and that $40, that would have been $1,600 take home instead of $600 take home. You would have gained the extra $1,000. And here's the kicker: they gave me the same home time as they give you. I told them, hey, look, I'm taking off for a whole week. They said no problem. They gave me a whole week off. The only problem is I didn't come back. I didn't come back. I didn't come back. Because when the time was over, and I can go back to my own authority. So all I'm saying is, you don't have to quit the carrier you at. If you like the home time, they're going to give you the home time. All you need to do is just switch the way you being paid. Hey, tell them, look, that 88.12%, first of all, on the 88.12%, for that to work, you need to grow, that truck need to gross like $7,500 for you to bring home, I think, like $2,000 or something. But guess what? First of all, they got multiple options. They got 88-12 split, they got an 85-15 split, and they got 80-20. Now, if you don't want to do the company driver to 32%, by the way, on Craigslist, they actually advertise on 33% now. So let me do 33% right quick. You do 5,500 gross times 32%, 1,760 minus 75 minus 40 is still about $1,600 take home. So as long as you can grow, as long as the truck can gross $5,500, you'll get $1,600 take home. And no deductions other than occupational accident insurance and the $75 fee. That's it. That's it. And grossing $5,500, those are legal miles. That's just 70-hour clock. What a reefer! I don't drive in. I don't, man. If y'all, I don't know, cause y'all could be at $1.80, $1.75 with the drive in. I hear reefer, brother. If you switch over to reefer, the rates are a lot higher. Maybe you should consider. But all I'm saying is, you ain't got. I understand, you know, you want to switch carriers because you want more money. But what I'm saying is, you can make more money where you at right now, just switching the way you get paid. Either tell them, this is what I do. Either take the 33% or the 32% as a company driver, which I just showed you what the deductions are going to be, or tell them you want the 80-20 split. Well, I forgot the deductions on the 80-20 split with the lease truck. You'll have to ask them. I forgot what the deductions are. It's been a whole year at this point. Take the 80-20 or take 33%, 32%. And either keep the drive-in or switch over to the reefer. And you'll be way happier. That's all you got. You'll be way happier. Okay? And you can do that. What's today? Today is what? Today is Monday. Shit, I tell them today. I tell them today. Well, this is a new pay period. Yeah, I tell them today. Shit, what you waiting for? Man, after you see this video, well, by the time you see this video, the day be over with. Because I think I probably upload this after 5 p.m. or something like that. But tomorrow, I'll let them know quick. I'll be like, hey, look. I want to stay with y'all, but this 8812, it ain't gonna work. I need to be a company driver. Just pay me the 32%, or switch me over to 8012, and they'll do it. Okay, they'll do it. The same home time. When you come back from home time, you ain't got to worry about being in the hole, playing these games and all that stuff. You know, yeah, your check gonna always be positive. You'll be making more money now, or more money when you switch, than what you've been making the last couple of months. So that's all I want to say. You know, just something to think about. You know, next time you get your settlement, you just calculate. That's what we use calculators for. Okay, you check. For example, let's say you gross another $5,500 again after they get through raping you with all the deductions. Because remember, you was complaining about the fuel being $4-5. Brother, company driver on 32%. We don't complain about the fuel. You know what I do when I'm a company driver? When they tell me, you know, to get fuel at Pilot, I just went to the Pilot. I just filled it up to the brim. I don't care if it was $4, $5, $6, $12. I just filled that sucker up to the brim. And still got my 32%. You try to figure out ways to cut corners and you try to go to mom and pops. You know, I heard you say you were putting $600 in of your own money. Brother, you ain't got to do none of that. Make a quick phone call or tell your dispatcher on the WhatsApp. Just tell them on WhatsApp, hey, I need to be a company driver. This ain't working out. And you're going to get the same home time. Cause I told they gave me a whole week off. Wasn't going to be no hole, no nothing. So I'm just saying, you know, I got the owner number now if you need it now. The owner know who I am. He know I'm about business though. Yeah, he know I'm something serious. I ain't nothing to play with over there. But you know, if you need his number, you can just text him and let him know. You know, yeah, that's what I would do. I'm being serious now, because I don't want you going in 2026 and you know, you on this lease path, man. It's not like you can get the title to this truck. So, and keep in mind, the same lease truck you in, if you take the 32%, you don't have to switch trucks. Okay, because they all Pimpski trucks. They just gonna keep you right there in the same truck you in and just pay you more money than you make it now. They really taking advantage of you for doing an 88-12%. The only way you should be doing 88-12% is if drive-in rates was above, in my opinion, $2.30 a mile. Anything below $2.30 a mile, it ain't enough gross. The gross ain't high enough. You need 7,500 gross on the 88-12 split because there's so many deductions. Anything below 7,500 gross, you need to be on 80-20 split. Or just be a company driver. And like I said, I consider switching over that reefer because with the reefer, the rates are higher right now. So perhaps the truck can gross more money. And guess what? You can take the toll routes when you're a company driver. You ain't got to worry about none of that crap no more. You get on the toll route all you want. So just something to think about, because I know you in a pickle right now and you need some help. Now let's talk about 2026, because a lot of people want you to get your own truck. I'm not telling you to get your own truck, but what I'm saying is going in 2026, you got to do something different. Yeah, you got to do something different, man. I ain't saying you got to buy no truck, but you got to do something. And what you're currently doing right now, that ain't it. That 88-12, that ain't it. That got to go. Yeah, we can roll in 2026 on 80-20 or 32% company. Both of them options is much better than what you're doing right now. So I'm trying to help you win. Yeah, I'm trying to, because see, we built different. We trying to help you win. You getting 32% as a company driver, you go on DR, you ain't got nothing to worry about. All your checks positive, the money coming in. Just something to think about.